Hi everybody, it is Wednesday, February 11th, 2015. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to talk to you today about the 3 murders in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It appears that 3 young Muslims have been gunned down, killed execution style. And it appears to be by an atheist who has spent a lot of time condemning religion on social media. So I don't know the details about this guy, but if it turns out that he is an atheist, you can bet that he is a new atheist. He is a big fan of Bill Maher and Sam Harris and Dawkins and all these people. It's a safe bet. It's a safe bet that if you just quoted Sam Harris, this guy would argue with you and tell you he didn't really say that. That you're stupid, you don't understand, Harris is not a bigot. I mean, I guarantee you that's what this guy would do if he's actually what they say he is. And he would tell you, of course, that all religion is bad, but Islam is the worst. It's violent. It's terrible. And, he just shot 3 innocent people to death. And from what I understand, he shot them in the head to kill them. And you can bet it was because of their religion. And people are already speculating that, this guy supposedly had an argument about a parking spot. So now there's people saying that these murders are over the parking spot. And I find that really funny because, if there's if there's a war somewhere and Muslims kill somebody in the middle of a war, they say that's because of their religion. But if a guy has an argument over a parking spot and then later on, days or weeks or months later, murders you execution style, that's supposed to be because of the parking spot, not the fact that they were obviously Muslims and this guy obviously hates Muslims. That has nothing to do with it. It's because they got into an argument over a parking spot. That's the way people think. But if the Muslims had been in the middle of a gun battle and they killed somebody, it's because of the Muslims' religion and nothing else. That's what kind of motherfuckers these people are. Totally biased and hypocritical. And if the guy was to turn out to be Muslim that did these killings, you can bet there would be giant marches organized. There'd be Je suis Charlie Hebdo type media campaigns going on. Benjamin Netanyahu would be flown into the country early, and he would be in front of Congress taking a bold stand against terrorism. But none of that's going to happen because this guy was probably an atheist. And if it turns out he was an atheist, you'll never hear about this on the news. It won't even be mentioned. And that is one of the reasons why this tragedy happened. Because these things are never mentioned. And yet, giant media campaigns are organized to demonize Muslims every time one Muslim commits a crime. And you hear about it constantly and endlessly. So, here's just an example of the brainwashing that you're subjected to. Okay, this is a book we got from the library. Book page, advertising books. Okay, well, let's see what kind of books we got to read. Let's just check this out, okay? Here's an advertisement for some paperback books. Just a random advertisement. First page. Oh, wait, here's one. Here's one right here. Okay, this one is about a young girl in Pakistan She holds hands with an American boy, so now her family is trying to murder her because they're Muslims. Okay? They love her, but they got to murder her because she held hands with an American boy, and they're Muslims. Nice reading. Okay? That's a good one to brainwash your kids with. Okay, here's another one. The Death Trade. Oh, what's this one about? Iran trying to get a nuclear bomb. Can our ex-military hero stop them? Gee, I just don't know. Oh, here's another one. What's this one about? Oh, Muslims trying to blow up things. Can our ex-military hero stop them? Tune in and find out. That's a good one to read. Oh, what's this one about? Okay, Muslims trying to blow up things. Can we learn secrets from the brave heroes of the Crusades, the Knights Templars? Can our ex-military hero discover the secrets of the Knights Templars and thwart the Muslims? Good reading. This one's romance. Romance. More Muslims trying to blow up things. Romance. That's what we got to read in this country. Just go down to the library and pick up your brainwashing. And then maybe you could be the next mass shooter. You know, maybe there's some Muslims close to you that you need to be worrying about. And like I said, this is what you're going to read. You won't read about these three actual people that were just murdered. You're going to read these fantasies about Muslims blowing up things and trying to murder their own children and trying to get nuclear bombs, which we already have and Israel already has, as if it was a big crime for them to do exactly the same things that we're doing and to have the weapons that we have. And these atheists are reading these books. They're watching the news and seeing all of these crimes. But the funny thing is, all the crimes are committed by Muslims on the news. And no crimes are ever committed by atheists or Christians because they're not on the news. And these murders won't be on the news. And that will lead to more murders. Because, you know what? If they told people the truth, they might have a more realistic view of the world. They might not feel the need to go out and murder people if they understood people better. But the media is intentionally fostering this bullshit narrative that Muslims are monsters and the rest of us are the good guys and we never do anything wrong and they always do something wrong. And most of these people, you know, they have no idea that Muslims are actually being victimized. They think they're all out murdering people. And we're all the victims. And that's the only thing that ever happens. And they end up committing these crimes. And you know, and this isn't the only thing. I mean, there's tons of attacks against Muslims in America all the time. And desecration of mosques. Arsons. Threats. And none of that ever makes the news. It's sickening. And the media has blood on its hands. I mean, quite literally. They are fostering this environment where murders are occurring, and then they're hiding it. And if you don't want to be brainwashed, you better stop reading and watching TV and listening to the radio in this country. Because I guarantee you, if you're reading books, these pulp fiction novels, and watching the news, you're being brainwashed. Thanks for watching.